name is June Lee Peaches, and I would like to welcome you to In the Kitchen with June Peaches. You've probably noticed that I sound a little different. Well, my creative team, my former creative team, thought that it would be in my best interest, in the better interest for the brand, to polish myself up a little bit. Now, I was Vietnamese. I didn't like it one bit. Look at me, I'm June Peaches. Flawless. But peer pressure being what it is, a bitch, and 4 against 1, I had no choice but to go along. So at that first session, I sat there waiting, complaining, and then in walks this dream. Tall, dark, and yes. Needless to say, I increased my sessions from 2 a week to 1 every day and twice on Sunday. Oh, the things he did to my tongue. That's the muscle with which you form words. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Well, one night I gathered up the courage to ask him out for a drink or 8. He obliged, and making small talk, I said, I make the most amazing cornbread. He said he doesn't like cornbread. Needless to say, I gathered up my shit and I walked the hell out. How do you not like cornbread? You are not a human being. Bye. Good morning. My name is June Lee Peaches, and I'd like to welcome you to In the Kitchen with this little heifer here. Just getting off of a 4-week diet, I thought that I would devote today's episode to the cheat day. Because in order for any diet to succeed, you have to have cheat days to look forward to. Because if it wasn't for the cheat day, you could not get through all that time eating those fruits and vegetables and, diet this and diet that. No. But first, the drink of the day. Usually, it would be a cocktail, but a cocktail generally involves more than one ingredient. And a glass, unfortunately, does not count as an ingredient. Yellowtail Riesling. They ain't giving me no money, but this shit's delicious. And what's more, I've been drinking for the past 3 hours and this has a screw top, so I don't have to fuck with a cork. They're still not giving me any money, but cheers! And now for our mise en place, which, as you remember, is French for get your shit together. Now, before I forget, remember, subscribe, follow me on all them places, the Facebooks, the Instagrams. Where else am I? Just do a Google search. You'll find me. June peaches. Now, as you can tell from the little fumes behind me, my whirter is burning. So, it's time to throw in the pasta. Cook that according to the instructions on the package, and then we'll start everything else. Pro tip: why don't you just keep some little frozen seafoods in your freezer? Some shrimp heads and the shells, some crab shells, lobster shells, whatever sort of shellfish you feel like having a shell for, and the bones are the fishes that you got the bones for. Keep them in the freezer. That way, instead of boiling your pasta in just plain old water, you can make a little shellfish stock. And now that the pasta is almost done, I'm gonna get started on the crawfish étouffée. The pot's been heating up, so I'm just gonna take my butter and add that to it. This is the most important prop of this damn show. We're just gonna take a measuring cup and get some water. Water. Their electrocution classes. We'll use this later because it's full of flavor. Now we're just gonna drain the pasta. And now that the butter's melted, we're gonna add the trinity. Now the trinity, you have onion, celery, and bell pepper. We're just gonna add that for now, and then later, we'll throw the pope in. Now there's a funny story about how we decided to do this damn diet. They noticed, of course, I was gaining a little bit of weight. So what? That's what I do. My weight goes up, it goes down. It goes up, it goes down. It goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. My weight basically twerks, but I'm fine with that. So one of the heifers that I work on the corner with said, girl, we should go on a little group diet. It would build morale. I said, well, first of all, I said, we're hookers. We don't need morale. Bottom line. What the hell we gonna do with morale? But I went along with it because like I said from earlier, peer pressure's a bitch. You had a size 2, a size 4, a size 8, and a size 16. It's the shoulders. But I went along with it. It was a 4-week program, and I was all gung-ho. All we had to do was log our calories, you know, the foods that we ate, the exercise that we did, and watch the pounds drop off. Eat more fruits, eat more vegetables, and watch the pounds drop off some more. Eat less fried foods. I'll tell you about that later. Now that it's almost ready, we're gonna go get the Pope and we're gonna throw him in. Now you just want the Pope in there long enough just so you can smell out the flavors. And after about a minute or so, we're gonna take the tomatoes. Yes, I'm using canned. I'm just gonna pretend I canned them myself. Then we're gonna add our Cajun season, our special ingredient. And then we're gonna add our flour. Now the shitty little thing about this little group diet, I was the only one that had gained weight. I tried to get out of it and say, you know, I'm just gonna go down to the Rite Aids, get a little pregnancy test, and out, cause I might be pregnant. This might not be fat. It was fat. But anyway, begrudgingly, that's the theme of today's episode. Begrudgingly. Things that I begrudgingly did, that I was things that I was violently opposed to. That's easier to pronunciate. So the first week, I followed along with the program. I did something that might have been confused with exercise. I ate my fruits, I ate my vegetables. Shit, first thing in the morning, I got up, had my coffee, made my cigarette, I turned it to that old lady from off the Credit Karma commercial. I'm making smoothies. I put wine in it, but it was still a smoothie and it had fruits in it. Wine's made from grapes, so that's a fruit too. Week number 2 rolled around. That's when I started cheating just a little bit. I had gained weight, so I was putting the wrong weight in the app we were using to log everything. They don't need to know. I don't got one of them fancy scales that connects to my phone. No. I get on the scale, I look down, I say the devil is a lie, now I put it in a different number. Now we're gonna add in our liquids. Now, where was I? And by week 3, shit, all bets were off. I had a fruit roll up, first word, fruit. Can I identify the flavors? This tastes like grape. I just had a cup of grapes. Ooh, corn chips, first word, corn. That's a vegetable. Have a cup of corn kernels. Ooh, fried chicken. Now, I know what you're saying. Chicken is not a vegetable. Yes, it is. Look at it this way. Secondary vegetables. When chickens were alive, they ate corn. Thereby, they are corn because you are what, huh? Yes, you are what you eat. Chicken is a vegetable. Now, if liquids is at a simmer, we just gonna throw in some of these little frozen crawfish. Now, by this point, at least to me, it was obvious that I had already gained 10 pounds. So, how can I cheat to make it seem like I'm actually following along with the damn diet? Went out and bought me some corsets. 30. 2 days later, 28. 2 days after that, 26. June, you look snatched. I know. I'm on a diet. One second, let me finish following this cheese. Smoked Gouda is delicious. It might not even make it into the goddamn, what's that thing called? Yeah, macaroni and cheese. I forgot what we was making. This is some good alcohol too. And now, before I eat any more of this shit up, it's time to add the cheese. And now that the sauce is done, it's time to mix all this shit together into a big bowl. Take the pasta, the other half of the cheeses, and then we're gonna take the rest of the sauce, the cheesy étouffée, and we're just gonna pour it on top of the pasta. Then we just fold everything together. Gonna take some salt. We're gonna take some pepper. Ordinarily, a batch of this size will fit perfectly in a 9 by 13 baking pan. I'm taking this to other people. So, this is for them. This is for me. That's how I gained all that weight, I think. We need a spoon. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to break the good glass. No, I don't. It's not crystal, but it fits a whole damn bottle. Yes, it do. Now you're gonna take the macaroni and cheese and transfer it to whatever bowl you want to bake it in. Before you put these two little motherfuckers in the oven, you want to sprinkle them with a little bit of the extra sharp cheddar cheese. Sprinkle. And then you put these in a 350-degree oven for 25, 30 minutes or so. And ooh, you just stand back, fold your arms, and watch that shit disappear. This is the Houdini of macaroni and cheeses. And now that it's smelling like angels in the house, let's take the macaroni and cheese out of the oven. Now, so that we don't burn our tongues off, let's just let this rest for about 5 minutes or so. This is the hardest part of the recipe. Is it 5 minutes yet? Let's just pretend that it is. And if I burn myself, it's a work-related injury. Oh shit, I own the company, never mind. Like I said, the big one, that's mine. Now let's see what we're working with. This is probably still too hot, and I'll burn myself, but whatever. It smells like it'll be tasty. I'm gonna step that way, sing a few Negro spirituals, and then I will be back. Now that's the type of shit that'll make you start speaking in tongues. Yes, it is. I failed the diet. I gained 10 pounds because I've been eating shit like this. And I've been deconstructing everything, making it believe that I've been eating vegetables. I left out the fact that I put cheese in it when I logged it in. But, oh, it's worth it. I'd like to thank you for tuning in and watching another episode In the Kitchen with this heifer here, Shooting Peaches. Subscribe, like, share with your friends. But anyway, butterfly kisses and hot sauce wishes. This is June.